I have had the good fortune in my life to celebrate Pride all across this world. And I have never been more proud than I am in this moment in my hometown of Miramichi, New Brunswick. So thank you all for making this moment happen and for being here with me and all of us. And I do want to finish tonight. My good friend Paul just slipped me a list of all of the victims, 47 of the 50 victims from Orlando. Most of these young people were in their 20s and 30s. So I'm going to conclude by reading the names of the victims from Orlando 2 nights ago. Edwin Sotomayor Jr., 34 years old. Stanley Almodovar III, 23 years old. Luis Omar Acaso Capo, 20 years old. Juan Ramon Guerrero, 22 years old. Eric Ivan Ortiz Rivera, 36 years old. Peter Gonzalez Cruz, 22 years old. Louise Vilma, 22 years old. Kimberly Morris, 37 years old. Eddie Justice, 30 years old. Daryl Burt II, 29 years old. Bianca Deidre Dryden, 32 years old. Alejandro Martinez, 21 years old. Anthony Luis, 25 years old. Jean Carlos Mendez Perez, 35 years old. Frankie Valquez, 50 years old. Amanda Alver, 25 years old. Martin Torres, 33 years old. Louise Wilson Dion, 37 years old. Mercedes Flores, 26 years old. Xavier Emmanuel Sereno Rosado, 35 years old. Gilberto Mendez, 25 years old. Simon Fernandez, 31 years old. Oscar Montero, 26 years old. Enrique Rios Jr., 25 years old. Miguel Honorado, 30 years old. Javier Jorge Riaz, 40 years old. Joel Panigua, 32 years old. Jason Josephat, 19 years old. Corey Connell, 21 years old. Juan Valquez, 37 years old. Louise Conda, 39 years old. Shane Tomlinson, 33 years old. Juan Martinez, 25 years old. Gerald Wright, 31 years old. Leroy Fernandez, 25 years old. Tevin Crosby, 25 years old. Jonathan Vega, 24 years old. Jean Rodriguez, 27 years old. Rodolfo Alia, 33 years old. Brenda McCool, 49 years old. Ilveri Mary Sullivan, 24 years old. Christopher Leonlund, 32 years old. Angel Padro, 28 years old. Frank Hernandez, 27 years old. Paul Henry, 41 years old. Antonio Brown, 29 years old. Christopher Sanblez, 24 years old. May they rest in peace, and tonight our thoughts are with them and their families and the entire city of Orlando. Thank you.
A number of years ago, I went to a funeral for one of my students' nephews. He was a First Nations young man who died at 25. And when we went to Elsie Booktook and we went to go in the church, it was filled. So people stood outside, and it poured rain like it's pouring now. And I was standing by a First Nations elder, and he looked at me and said, "Isn't this beautiful? The Creator weeps for wilderness. Our Creator weeps for the souls lost in this massacre." I stand here as a very proud mother, and after listening to Adam, I know she would be standing here as a very proud mother as well, and I see much loved proud mothers in the crowd. I'm reading this for my son Samuel. I have been a gay activist since I was 18 and I'm 54. Long time, and I've seen a lot of changes. I didn't know why I felt so connected to the gay community, but I think the Creator knew in love that I would be blessed with a child that was gay. So for those of us that are mothers, this is particularly devastating to hear Adam read the names of children that are the same age as mine. After knowing that Ainsley had done this, and I thank you so much for doing this. It's so much your beautiful spirit. I wrote this. It's partly for Sam, my son, and partly to honor this occasion. It's called Before I Knew You. I remember standing in the rain with people holding flags, rainbow colors bright, and faces filled with pride. I remember holding the hand of a beloved friend, his beautiful body covered in lesions, his beautiful smile beaming back from a face reduced to bone. I remember the hatred and the violence raged against persons who simply asked to have what others take for granted: a family, children, the joy of holding a loved one's hand on a city street, a kiss stolen in a moment of passion on a sunny afternoon. And I remember the history, the struggle forged in the blood of Stonewall, in the assassin's bullet that ended the brief, shining life of Harvey Milk. Seared in my mind forever is the image of the broken body of Matthew Shepard, dying alone on a cattle fence in the cold of a Wyoming morning, and the angel wings that blocked the vile words of hatred, written on signs held by persons outside his funeral who claimed to represent the love of God. I remember standing in awe of a community that was not my own, and yet had become part of my soul. Did I know then that one of the three largest places in my heart had already been reserved for you, Sam? Did I know then that in speaking for them, I was speaking for the you that was to be? Did I know then that Eldon Hay, long my hero, would become yours as well? Because of those who came before you, so many of you represented here, because of those who love and stand with you today, someday I will stand at your wedding. Someday I will hold your children. And someday we will be able to collectively blow out the flames of candles at these vigils, because they will no longer be needed. But for today, to you who engage in acts of hatred, to you who slaughter our children simply for being, for you whose lips drip with vile words of hatred, hear us today. For love cannot be killed by bullets. Love is stronger than false dogma. Love is stronger than hatred. Love is stronger than fear. And love will overcome, as it has overcome, forever.
I'm a mess. Observe a minute of silence, followed by Amazing Grace.
begun.
So could people come closer to me? Come on over here, Tyler. This is my new friend Tyler.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tyler.
Just meet somebody and you're holding on to them right away. Come on over closer. Because this is a gentle song. Right over Margaret Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I wrote this for a friend of mine, and so I want to say too that hatred and fear and guns kill people, and people who aren't getting proper care for mental illness, people who aren't getting the services they need, things spin out. So we need to look at a lot of things in the world. So it's called Precious Friend. Peace go with you. Peace go with you, precious friend. Times of healing, of holding hearts in your heart, opening to the pain and the hope that lies within. Ah, the mystery, the mystery, the mystery. Yellow sunflowers, yellow snapdragons, and the yellow hair of grandchildren. There is hope here. There is hope here. There is hope. Oh, sweet mystery. Sweet mystery. Peace go with you. Peace go with you, precious friend.
That was beautiful.
And that's everything. I don't know what else to say. But thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone who was a part of this. I just had an idea and everyone else contributed and made it so wonderful.